We need to talk about toilet paper.
Let's go.
Put this in the truck. I don't know what took me 4 years ago to do that place. I thought it was some sort of auto parts store. I need to come up with a name for the van.
Let's go.
Fabulous.
Madame.
Yes. Pumping starting of the nasty pool. Oh my God, you're just doing that toward your leg. Are you kidding?
Oh look, it's gorgeous.
The actual wall is behind. Let's go.
Good news is I didn't hit the gate on the way out, so that's good. I'm going to brave the roads to Chateaubriand to check out MIUs. Okay, neutral. So all these lights came on the dashboard already. Oh man. All right, that's a small tractor. We can do this. I'm hugging the right side. He seems to be in his lane. We're good. All right, so this is the outskirts of Chateaubriand, where the industrial stuff is. So thank God MIUs is over here, Intermarché, Bric-a-Marché, and today I'm going to stop at the Picard. That is the sort of frozen food like maybe Trader Joe's-y. So I got to familiarize myself with every city. I don't think they're cute at all, although Chateaubriand is cute in the center of the village. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going, she's going. Job. Oh, this is like Rome. Where the hell? Oh, that's why. Alright, we made it. Not much today. Oh, another bust. This is what happens. You drive a big old truck to a place looking for furniture and you end up with one little package. I think I'm gonna try to find a wheelbarrow or something to move firewood with. Get some firewood just to hold me over till I get a delivery. The firewood I have has got to dry out. I go through a couple different stores, just check them out. See if any of the grocery stores are open. All right, I'm gonna check out Picard first time. It looks very austere, but we'll see. Okay, I went a little crazy, but yeah, I have these two small freezers, so I'm gonna probably eat a lot of this tonight. Right now we're going to the Mac Daddy Intermarché Super. All right, this looks like it might be bacon, like we're used to. I don't know, I'm gonna try it. All right, let's see if they have the just one, because I'm already almost out. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's crazy expensive, but, you know, what's a girl to do? When she likes her toilet paper, she likes her toilet paper. We need to talk about toilet paper. There's this kind of French toilet paper that's the best thing ever. I think it's called something like Just One. Great name. Because okay, for number one, you could just use one sheet. And it's kind of extra long, so it's not like a little square. And it's got like quilting in the center. So you keep your hands dry. Look at how long the sheets are. Very thin, quilted, cushy, comfy on your tushy. I love this toilet paper. Oh my God, watch this. Look at how big that sheet is. I mean, and it really only does, it doesn't take just one. Okay, let's be honest, but it takes less toilet paper. Put this in the truck. All right, so here's the drill. You got to put it back. You connect it with this thing. Your money pops out. It took me 3 years to figure that out. It wasn't until Kate explained it to me. This is the simplest concept, and yet for all this time, I thought that they were charging me for cart rental, and I left it in there. The van has this handy dandy coin holder. Very old fashioned. I think I remember this kind of thing happening when there were toll roads and stuff. All right, now I'm gonna check out Leclerc. Oh, it's kind of like Target. Okay. All right, more like Whole Foods. I don't know what took me 4 years to go into that place. I don't know why I thought it was some sort of auto parts store. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the name of that Formula One driver. Like a Target. After 8 Christmas edition. I can't find Junior Mints, so this is the next best thing. Now I'm going to go back to Brico. They were closed, of course, for 2 hours. But everything else was open during the day, so that's promising. I guess you just got to plan it right. This little log cart, and I think that'll do for now. All right, this is what the first round of picking up a bunch of crap up different stores in the van. Probably could have fit this in a rental car, but had I found any furniture today, I wouldn't have been so lucky. So here we are. I forgot to get a funnel. I gotta go back in. I need to come up with a name for the van. Apparently it was serviced, yada yada, before I picked it up, but it doesn't have washing fluid and windshield wiper fluid, and an Adblue thing came on. All right, I've never done this before. It's crazy, really. So apparently the wiper fluid goes in here. All right. I tried this earlier, but this... Oh, God. So not only am I going to be a chatelaine, I'm going to be some sort of automotive fixer-upper. The last 48 hours. Kind of feeling between sorry for myself and mad at myself for putting myself into this very, 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 very difficult life situation. I have to trust the bigger picture. I'm the worst. So quiet. I think there might be a car here. Fabulous. Hi.
Are you videoing?
First overnight guest.
Cheers.
We've got a twin bed. We're twinning.
Don't tell husband.
That's right. Don't tell your husband. Oosh. Look at this. He brought some Veuve. Veuve. Yes.
La Veuve Clicquot.
We have Veuve Clicquot.
Is it to your liking?
Yes, I love it. Thank you. The second bottle, what's it called?
On vous met la petite sœur?
Which means this little sister, which is so creepy.
There's quite a hollow in the ground next to the bushes at the far end.
There's a hole there?
There's quite a hollow, you know.
Okay.
Quite a depth, so I think that's probably where we'll put it, because I don't think there's all that much water in there.
You don't? You don't think it's that deep?
Oh no, it's only
Okay.
It's only that deep.
Okay.
I don't know.
But then it's just going to keep filling up, right?
That's right. But it might already had that left in for years and years and years, you know. I wouldn't like to swim in it, that's for sure.
Gross.
I'm just shortening the hose because it's far too long, you know.
You're just going to saw it off?
Yeah, I saw the hose up. You see, when you walk, sorry, it's not good for you.
Yeah, I'm going here.
But it does go into quite a hollow over here. The ground sinks right away down into that. We'll see how it does, and then we'll stop it and maybe find somewhere else to put it, you know.
Do we need to clear any of this first so that you can have access?
Putting the way in just to get the hose sort of in the right direction.
These brambles are no joke,
no,
man.
No.
I want to get rid of them.
You just sort of
just hack them up with like a machete.
Yep, that's it. As long as
You're just doing it with that?
That's the generator. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go and get a watering can of water because you've got to prime this type of pump, you know. All I need is probably a watering can full, you know.
Oh, okay. All right.
All I need is just to prime the machine and then...
And did you bring one?
The machine?
Watering can.
No, but I'll find a bucket.
Bucket. Oh, there's buckets. There's got to be buckets everywhere. Here, will you take that camera in there for a second?
This is far too long, so I'm just going to saw this bit off just to make it a bit shorter.
Oh my God, you're just doing that toward your leg. Are you kidding? With your hand in there? Oh my God, dude. This pool cover thing, does that just go to the dump or what?
It just depends. You may be able to punt it on, really.
To put it on?
No, to punt it on.
Oh,
to
sell it. Oh.
There's someone quite interested in this frame.
Already?
Yeah.
Really? Who?
Big Pete's friend. Big Pete put a swimming pool in for them.
Okay.
And it's the case of, it's all up in plan. There's like, and all the rubbish, everything goes into it. But there's nothing wrong with the frame.
No, the frame's excellent.
You know, and you just got new like polythene.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, because it's gross. This has got to go.
And then you see how it's got the breeze, but you keep that, and maybe when whoever's doing your fuss or whatever, all the debris or whatever, they bring it up and obviously they flatten that, and then they make a runway in. Then that's a safe area for all your rubbish to burn.
But what about the frame for the pool? Like, does that just get sawed off? Like you just cut all the plastic frame?
Yeah. I just get an angle grind and just walk around.
Just walk around and dump it and collapse it.
Yeah.
And then do we need to rent a skip for that? Like a dumpster that they just bring to the thing and dump it off?
Yeah. But the only problem that you might have is with the size of them coming up your road for the trees and the branches, because they are quite big, you know?
Yeah. I can barely get my van through the gate.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is where you turn it on down here.
So,
all right.
this?
Yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Now,
it's the same color hose. Yeah.
if this froze, if it was turned off, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
It's just if it freezes when it's on.
If it freezes when it's on, then it just...
Okay, so when I leave,
just turn
make sure that's off.
Yeah,
okay.
And you can turn...
I could turn the water to the house off also?
Yeah.
Because it might freeze down here.
It goes upstairs, but so is your boiler staying on or coming off?
I think it'll go off. You're going to turn that on?
Yeah. And it just comes out straight away. Is this the...
Don't know.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a long way to run to turn the hose off.
Yeah. Well, it's here. It comes in.
Right, okay. All right,
the hose is there, and it goes all the way around to the back right now because the pressure washer was back here.
Okay.
Okay, so if that stopper thing, you can't just put that back on because the water's coming out at too fast. There's like something up there's like a sprayer thing.
Yeah, that'll fit into the end of this, and then you press the trigger, and then you'll get it. Yeah.
So does that act like a stopper? Like for us, it would just be like a hose so you can leave the water on and then just stop doing
once
that.
You press the trigger.
I don't know if it works.
It's just because this is a one-way valve, you see.
Oh, so we've got the wrong valve?
No, it just shuts it off. Something's got. Once you change the end, water's not screwed.
I mean, this has just been sitting there for months. I don't know if it's any good.
Yeah. It just pulls off of there. We don't need that.
I don't understand why everything's got to be so complicated. It's stupid.
And
It's
not just
stupid.
that, when you come to buy something.
I had to buy 10 parts just to get that thing to
that's
go.
That's what happens. You can't just buy that'll be fine. I've turned the water off now, but that'll be fine.
So we can leave the water on. You don't have to keep running around. That's inefficient.
No. And then you just sort of,
All right, well, let me know when you're getting close to...
Firing it up.
Yeah, so I can... I want to shoot everything.
I have to prime it and things.
Okay. You're contemplative.
Oh.
You're like, oh! We say that clutching your pearls.
Yes.
Your brain is going.
Yes. This could have been me, you know.
Aren't you kind of glad it isn't now, though, after you've seen it in person? Oh, how funny. Our glasses are sort of similar.
Twins.
Are we ready to start pumping? Yeah. Okay, put my boots on.
Oh, I need to change outfit again.
Oh, man. Well, you don't have to come out for this. I got to shoot pumping starting of the nasty pool.
I think I go through it, it just stops debris.
Just water?
Yeah.
Okay, so they get sucked into it and then they get stuck and then you got to clear it or what?
Well, hopefully they'll feel the vacuum and swim away,
There's no gas?
No, it's no gas. I just need to turn it back on.
Oh, I see it moving.
That's great. That's the water coming out of it.
Yeah. Damage the vent. Anyway.
No. It should just all.
Right.
Just pump and soak away.
So this could take all day, right?
Yeah. I'll just go and get some more petrol and fill it up.
Okay.
I've got petrol in the back.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so that'll just run for the day, right? It'll probably take all day, right?
Yeah, I'll just keep topping it up with petrol, coming to have a look and see how far
Seeing how far it goes down. Okay.
You'll probably get it down to about that deep, I would have thought.
And is that the biggest hose you can have on a pump?
No, you can get
Like a bigger...
ones, which is like this, but then the motors are like the size
I got you.
of the
Yeah,
van,
fair.
which is huge with them. You can move them around.
All right, got you.
See
Okay,
that? You're on
all
a
right.
tractor forklift.
Story of my life.
One of them.
Story of my life. Okay. Say that again.
I'm just having a look to see what's the best approach with the damage at the bottom of the windowsill, because it's all rotted away.
Yeah.
Just a poke, there's usually a drainage hole
Yeah.
in the valley, and quite often that's solid, and then the water just sits and rots and absorbs it up rather than soaking it away. So it's clear now.
Okay. See, it's simple. They designed it well. It just didn't get maintained.
Very clever how they do that, That's why that shampoos away. It's really clever because the water hits and then it just sits and then it comes back out.
What are we going to adhere it with? The mastic, or do you leave these tacks in?
You leave the tacks in because these don't keep it in. These just sort of keep it in position.
So that you can put the putty in.
And then, well, this hasn't got putty, this one. It hasn't. This has got the beading, you see.
Oh, so this was the original.
That's what it's got.
Okay, so it's molding.
Yeah, it's just a beading that.
God, it's so fragile.
Yeah, and this is.
So this is just that extra. This is not original, right? This is something.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Something they added.
Yeah, it's just because it's quick and easy fix, you know.
Well, we'll do that for now. Yeah, it's temporary.
It'll be fine, you know.
Yeah, I had to translate it. He had to walk me over there because
I sent you a picture. I don't know if you got it.
You did, but I asked for lime putty.
Yeah,
because he took me to this.
Yeah.
So there were just white. There was white and beige.
Yeah.
So I got the beige.
Yeah. No.
And they had a small thing and a bigger, but I didn't get more because I wasn't sure how much you needed.
So
do you need a vacuum up here?
I would be easier.
There's a vacuum. That's probably the first step. And then do you have sandpaper?
Yeah, I've got everything.
Okay.
And then it's a case of, well, cut the perspex and get that sort of into position. And
what are you going to cut the perspex with?
With usually just a jigsaw or...
So there's not like a...
No, not with perspex because it goes... Usually just use a jigsaw with teeth.
And put it on like a sawhorse or what? Do you have a sawhorse? What are you...
You usually just have 2 bits of wood and you've got them in the barn.
Okay.
And you light on the 2 bits of wood and that stops it and then you just...
I have that clean wood from the cabinets that's in my van because I was going to take to the dump.
Right.
But that might be...
Is it that length, is it?
Yeah, it's easy. It's longer than that, I think.
Right, that would be perfect,
I think.
You know?
Yeah, then you don't have to use the dirty wood in the barn. You can use the clean wood.
You've got different blades and it's the one with the most teeth that you need. They're all different, you know, so you tend to use, you see there's really rough and fine and all different teeth for different things.
Yeah, of course.
Finer the better.
I don't even know how much that costs. I didn't even look.
They use about 130 a sheet around about.
Really?
Because it went right there during COVID because people were using all the screens and you couldn't buy it, you couldn't get it.
Right.
So
they only had one.
Yeah, but that'll do both windows.
I didn't know it was that much. I didn't check.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's usually about the price.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so there's these.
Oh, yep, that'll be perfect.
And then there's those big sheets of plastic if you need those. There's...
Yeah, no, they'll be ideal. I'll sort them out.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'll leave that open for you. What is this?
That's the kills from last night.
The kills, the fly kills.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Oh, and one's
14.
still alive. Oh, man, put it back. No. This is my bug zapper. I've got a bigger one, too, but just so many flies. It's endless. Use this room as an example. Yeah. The base is so high over there. Yeah. Which I don't know if that was an addition because it doesn't match this.
That's a good detail, how it got an angle. That's how you're supposed to finish it. It would have been the skirting back in the day. And you see it matches the skirting block for the architrave, so that was the line.
A room like this with an ornate ceiling like that would be beautiful if we brought the paneling down into the room. It's so plain for so long. A stretch.
Please don't put LED lights.
Oh God, never. I've seen it before. Yeah, no, not a chance. I want a big, beautiful chandelier here, and I would like to see either a center medallion that brings in some of this detail rose that at least fills the space out, because I don't think I'll be doing any fresco-y kind of thing. I mean, it would be beautiful. I guess we can talk about that.
But it's actually proper gold gilding, it's not gold paint, so that's a good thing. It's the same in the other one, it's actually gilded, not painted.
In the other room, yeah.
Because the bronzing you can see straight away, it doesn't have the same shine, but here you can actually see the pattern of the gold leaves. I bought scaffolding so we can eventually get up there. Don't break your neck.
I know. It's trying to find the marrying between the way this is so straight lined and this is so curved and round. It's finding the pieces that help to pull this toward that, and whether it's bringing embellishment into the straighter lines of the frame around, or if it's departing from it entirely. because it seems like it wants to carry on with the same shape.
You would need to lose this part
Exactly.
in order to have a proper
Right.
insert.
Which I think it needs, because this is out of character,
Yes.
and
Oh, you can see it over there, actually. Basically, you put the wiring and it goes behind this bit.
yep.
And
That makes
just
sense.
an added molding.
In here, the plan is to open at the same height as this, so that we just have this piece, I don't know what we call this. That center,
Reveal.
the reveal here and here, no doors. I think it would be really nice to be able to go straight to the terrace from here,
Okay.
because that is in line with that terrace door. But I don't know, it's been my feeling when I first was thinking about buying the property that what was missing here for me is an open, grand, entertaining space. They're all very small.
You have a ground entrance. That's a massive entrance. And you need to think of what's happening from this point of view. That's the
Yeah.
way you get in. I think if you want to do openings, I was more into exposing the staircase.
Yes,
like
definitely,
you were saying,
definitely.
because that's your focal point, and we've got our little friend there.
Yeah, exactly. Why is he hidden?
He needs to be seen.
Agreed.
To support us.
He's very Disney. I love him so much.
The wallpaper reveal.
I know. I want to have that redone. I think it's really pretty because it's super simple. And I love this sort of orangey, this very gray blue and the white.
You can feel the texture.
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah. I like that it's sparse too. It's not overly concentrated with the design elements. It's breathy,
yeah.
airy.
You can see there's only these three patterns, like this one, this one, this one.
Right. It's a pretty simple
and the
pattern.
repetition goes, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it at a diagonal shooting straight up there. So not a very big pattern. Only a few elements.
So you have 1, 2, 3 wallpapers on top of each other.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. I mean, too bad this isn't more interesting to hold on to some of the history of the vinyl, but this one I thought was maybe 50s, but it's got these little polka dots in it, like these colored polka dots. I mean, I guess it could have been 40s, maybe?
I see you've got the name here, Papier Peint.
Oh, awesome.
There's a reference again.
So we can check. Oh yeah, awesome. Let's see, Hawkeye. Got the Hawkeye on site.
Steamer, you applied to
I have it.
Yeah. You need to find the right amount of steam. Detach this one without touching the one underneath. But the problem with this one is it's not really porous. You can feel the texture, like the water.
Vinyl.
doesn't- Yeah.
So here, see that blue is there,
Yeah.
but it's not here. So they tried to take it off. It looks like they tried to take this off and couldn't. So they ended up just saying, "F it," and wallpapering
Do
over
it
it.
over.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much value there is in trying to get a clean shot of it. I guess I could probably recreate it from just that, right?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
This is the multi-millionaire vision of it for me, is doing it like that. But the pauper that's actually going to have to do this is be like, I'll probably get halfway into this preservation and go, yeah, never mind, never mind. It's too expensive.
There, you actually do the wallpaper
Blocks.
with like rolls. And you do as many imprints of colors as you have in there. So basically,
Right.
you start with
Right, one pass.
the background, then you do one pass in the green, one pass in the blue, one pass in
Right.
the red, and you finish with the white accents that you have
Right.
on the top. And that's how you get the texture
Right.
of the wallpaper, and it's not just
Right.
like it could have been printed on.
So not hand blocked, but still machined, just
Yes.
the roll.
Yeah.
Right. It's very pretty. And I like that I'm starting to get hints about what the original color palette would have been, because this pale blue, is this the only place this is represented? I don't know. I'm sure it's been repainted over time, but you can see in the bathroom on the other side that this pale blue is the original, something like this. This is underneath some other areas over here.
Your gorgeous bathroom.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
That very, very beautiful pale blue.
With
Kind
a
of
hint
Marie
of gray,
Antoinette,
the Marie
right?
Antoinette blue.
Yeah. It's not periwinkle. Periwinkle has more purple in it, right?
And that shouldn't be painted.
It should be metal, yeah. I wonder if they were
metal underneath.
okay. Yeah, I wonder if they were kind of pewter color. Do you think, or the gunmetal would be sort of gray?
No, that should be like, if it's the original one, should be brass, and that might have been gunmetal.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big deal to strip that, right? You just take them out, dump them in like a vat of stripping, right?
Yeah. Maybe sandblasted.
In situ, you would sandblast it in.
No, they
You have to take it off.
Take them off and take it to the workshop. And
Again, probably not original, but it doesn't seem like a lot of layers of paint.
but that's not an original door.
You don't think?
No. Because yeah.
Oh, right, because this wouldn't have been a passageway here, would it? It probably made this a bathroom.
Yeah. But a gorgeous view from here as well.
Yeah. Which is, I have to have something to cut to, so we're talking about the thing.
Blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, look, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that sad? It's so satisfying. But look at how much mildew is under that. 3 layers, and it's still got mold. Got it in my mouth.
We don't have
Is that my rule?
That's okay, but I'm
Yep.
not sure about that one. You can see a small one here.
All right, so should I have the same guy back?
Yeah, like you've got a little bit here and the ramification there, so yeah. That's typical, like, yeah.
Do I have to have an expert come and get rid of it, or is that something I put a mask on and can just like take this out and see what's underneath?
Maybe you have a look if you can see it.
See if it's in the wood? Okay.
Because that doesn't look bad at this stage.
Yeah.
And once you tear everything off, clean slate.
As long as it's not under in the wood, right? Okay. Shit.
That's why it's not in line with the corners.
So there could be some damage under there too that we're not seeing.
You need to rip it off.
Yep.
The actual wall is behind. there.
Why didn't they just route out the plaster? Cheaper to do this than to create a cavity. I wonder if there'll be evidence behind that plasterboard, though. That would be good. You know, to know what the real. Right. Yeah, and you can see it here. Oh, that'll be good. Okay. Great. Didn't even think about that. Good eye, Hawkeye. Makes sense. And now you can see it everywhere. You know, just that's an opportunity for a rat to come up.
Yeah.
If I have no roll, I'm going to be so pissed. So pissed. I was so cautious about that, you know? But it's not bad. It's going to be fine. What do you listen to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to turn it off. I won't have licensing rights for that. Okay.
It's a bit more difficult with being a 4 mil rather than a 3 to bend. It's getting there, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so much rotting, you know, like,
Yeah.
and the bottom, but... well,
So this is a
like,
temporary fix for us
Yeah.
because we had massive leak happening.
it's
yeah.
just to keep the water out
Yeah.
over the winter. And then do it properly
Yeah.
as the time comes, you know?
Oh man, yeah.
But it is, it's coming, that's it. It's all coming to shape. Just putting lots of little pins in and then keeping it in.
So you have to put the putty on both sides, yeah?
Sorry, the putty, well, and when you have a look...
Oh, you've got that frame thing that goes in.
That's right, that's right. You've got the beading that goes around it, but that's what they've had at the moment.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
that hasn't been the original.
It's pretty shitty, yeah. This is the original.
It's done the paper view, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the balls cleaned out at the bottom now.
Well, as long as it just stops the rain for the winter, you know.
Yeah, because all these were blocked up, weren't they? But they're fine now, so hopefully the water disperses the way it should.
The way it should, yeah. Yeah.
Don't look at that.
I know. Oh my God.
What's your name?
What's he say? What's he say?
What's your name?
My name is Gandalf.
It might be Henri. So lovely to finally meet you. We gotta do a little dance.
The GoGo Chateau.
Yeah, you'll be doing more dances in front. Next visit.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, my darling. Madame la Châtelaine.
To be continued.
Yes, we'll see you at the next episode.
Travel safe. Bye, toot toot. Bye. Wow, it looks like glass.
It looks like glass, doesn't it? Yeah.
What a difference. I'm sure it's going to warble, probably, right?
Yeah. It seems quite tight anyway at the moment, but
Yeah.
I still need to buy some beading because the top was
Disintegrated.
and the bottom was,
Okay, should we take the ceiling down now?
You can do if you want.
I got my hard hat and my mask.
Oh, did you get one?
I got a hard hat and masks.
Oh, excellent! Wow.
Because it would be nice to see what that glass is above.
Yeah. Oh, it would be.
You're gonna move over to this now?
Yeah.
But it's so cool. Whoa, okay, so an explosion happened.
This may be the strangest tale ever told. And what you hear may shock you. They treat us like witches cause we are too different from normies. They see something out of their comfort zone and they call it sorcery. I must be wicked like wickedly dope cause this world is a bore to me. And when you live like a freak,